Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I go about creating funnels for my clients. And this is exact step-by-step process. So if you are an AI infoscaler and you finally partner up with a creator, watch this entire video so you know exactly what to do, how to create funnels that generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for your clients. So this is exactly everything I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to find a potential prospect I could work with. I'm going to analyze their offer and find the gaps. I'm going to do market research and create the offer, landing page, and VSL. And I'm going to do all this using AI. So you know that it's not that hard and that you can do this as well. It's pretty easy. Anyone can do it from anywhere in the world. And I'm going to give you all the prompts that I use completely for free. So you have no excuses. And if you want all the prompts that I'm going to use in this video in one PDF, then you can join my free school community. Everything is in there. There's a lot of resources, templates, scripts, prompts, everything you need to know to get started and to sign your first paying creator completely for free. The link is in the description, but let's move on. So let's start with step one, which is finding the creator. So in this case, for the sake of the video and to speed up the process, I've already found the creator I'm going to use for this video as an example. And I'm going to show you who it is. This is him. Thomas Him is a YouTuber and he makes content about SMMA and how to start an SMMA through Upwork and getting clients through Upwork. And it's pretty popular. As you can see, he's got like 48,000 subscribers, 98 videos. He hasn't been posting a lot recently. I don't know, but it used to, it like popped off like last year, a couple years ago. But yeah, I'm going to be using him as an example just for the sake of the video. And this is what I'm going to do. So this is a good creator because he's making content that's specific to a specific audience. He has a specific ICP. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use ChatGPT to do market research so that we can come up with a good offer for his audience. And these are the steps that I'm going to follow. First, I'm going to analyze his content and identify the main pain points, false limiting beliefs, and desired outcomes of his audience. Then I'm going to analyze competitors and see what they're doing wrong and what they're doing right. And then I'm going to create an irresistible offer based on all the research that we've done. And at the end, I'm going to create all the assets, the marketing assets, so the landing page and the VSL. So the first step is to analyze the audience. We're going to go to his YouTube channel and we're going to look at the most popular videos, and you're going to use the scripts to identify the pain points. And I've already shown you how to do this in my full outreach masterclass, so you can watch it later after you finish watching this video. And to save time, I've already copied and pasted the scripts into one PDF. But if you don't know how to do it, I'll quickly show you. So what you want to do is go to the YouTube channel of the creator, and you want to go to the most popular videos, and you want to open a few of his most popular videos. In this case, I opened like 8 or 9, I think, I don't remember. But I'm going to open in a new tab. I'm going to go to the video. I'm going to wait for it to load. Then I'm going to go to the description and I'm going to go to show transcript. And basically I'm going to take this transcript and I'm going to copy it and paste it in a Google Doc. And I'm going to do the same thing for, I don't know, you can do it with as many videos as you like. I've done it with like 8 videos, and this is the document that I've got. Well, let me show you. So this is the document that I've got. And as you can see, this is the first video, the first transcript, and then I've got, second video, third video, and this is like, you see, this is like 31 pages. So I think it was 8 videos that I pasted into this, Google Doc, and then I've downloaded it as a PDF. And I'm going to feed it to ChatGPT to identify the main pain points and desired outcomes of his audience. Once you've got the document with all the transcripts of the videos, what you want to do is use this prompt right here that says, I've attached some scripts in one PDF from the YouTube videos of a creator I'm trying to build a high-ticket funnel for. Please identify the core pain points, any emotional triggers, common false beliefs or objections, key desires or outcomes the audience wants, any repeated language or phrases that could be used in hooks or copy. So I'm going to copy this prompt. I'm going to go to ChatGPT here. I'm going to paste this prompt, and then I'm going to attach the PDF with all the scripts, and ChatGPT is going to give me all the pain points and false beliefs and desired outcomes. So let's wait for it to load. But here we got core pain points. Okay, now it's giving me everything I need. It's giving me the core pain points. It's giving me the emotional triggers. It's giving me common false beliefs and objections. And then it's giving me the key desire and outcomes. And it also told me the repeated language and hookable phrases. So these lines or phrases can be used in ads, hooks, email subject lines, landing page copy, etc. So let's see. if it's good. So core pain points: hating traditional 9 to 5, feeling trapped or uninspired by office work, anxiety or dread about life, repetitive, meaningless tasks, lack of experience or credential, low income, financial struggle, feeling lost or directionless, being stuck at the starting line, rejection and failure, ghosted by clients, unfair reviews. And these are all very good pain points to know if you want to build a good offer, because we're going to need this to build a good offer. So then we got emotional triggers. So frustration. Is this really all there is? I worked 12-hour shift for $450. And then there's hope. If I can do it, so can you. Anger, desperation, envy, FOMO, empowerment, relatability, validation. Then we got common false beliefs and objections. I need experience to start. The market is too saturated. Upwork doesn't work. You need to be disciplined. I'm not technical. I'm lazy. I'm not built for this. I'll start when I'm ready. You see, this is very good. This is very good stuff that we need to write copy for the landing page and the VSL. And then we got key desires, outcomes: freedom from the 9 to 5 grind, make money online without traditional credentials, work from home or anywhere, control over your time and income, build a profitable business using a simple model, become addicted to growth instead of distractions, respect, confidence, and prove that they made it. And yeah, this is very good. Okay, now that ChatGPT has given us all the pain points, false limiting beliefs, and desired outcomes, we want to make a little bit more research, because we don't want to just base the research on the scripts of the creator, but we want to also do our own research, and we're going to use ChatGPT to do this as well. So basically, we want ChatGPT to research online conversation to find additional data. And we want as much info as possible, because we use that to write the copy for the landing page of the VSL. And doing market research is probably the most important part of the desire of this entire process, because it gives you all the information to create an offer that people actually want. So you also want to validate the offer and ask the creator's audience what they want. In this case, I'm not going to do this because I'm not working with Thomas directly. But if I were to work with him, I would have a typeform survey and ask the audience what they want. What are their struggles? What are the desired outcomes? So we can see if there is a match. And I covered this in another video, and I'll leave a link in the description. Or if you want, you can join the first community, and there's everything you need to know there. Now, moving on, this is the prompt that we're going to use to do additional market research. And it's the prompt right here, and it says, I'm building a high converting offer funnel, and I want to deepen my understanding of the target audience. Please research online conversations, Reddit, Quora, YouTube comments, Twitter, X, forums, etc. to identify additional pain points, common limiting or false beliefs, core desires and outcomes. Focus especially on what real people are actually saying, their frustration, objections, emotional language, and the questions they repeatedly ask. Present the findings clearly under the following 3 categories: additional pain points, additional limiting, false beliefs, additional desires and outcomes. And use bullet points for each section, and keep the language aligned with how the audience naturally talks online. So I'm gonna copy this prompt, and I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to hit send, and it's going to do additional research. Now, you can use deep research if you want ChatGPT to do a better job. I'm not doing it in this case, but usually I use it. And I have the pro version of ChatGPT, and I really suggest that you get the pro version because it's much better. It's just, I think it's like 20 bucks. I don't remember, but it's worth it. It's a lot better than the free version. So basically, it's giving us additional pain points. Finding clients is the hardest part. Inconsistent income, constant anxiety, expensive connects and perceived predatory fees, unresponsive or ghosting clients, platform disputes and refund risk, burnout from juggling admin tasks. And then we got additional limiting or false beliefs. I'm not experienced enough to compete. It's a race to the bottom, and I can't win on price. I don't have a financial buffer for this. I'm not a technical or AI ready. I might get burned, whatever. And then additional desire and outcomes: steady, predictable income, protective contracts, platform safety, better client communication, platform tools that actually help, not hurt, community and mentorship, and sustainable work-life balance. And pretty much this is what we got before. It's just a little bit more information, but this is a very good point to start. Now we want to keep working. And the next step is to analyze competitors. And we want to know what's working and what's not working. And you got to look at creators in the same niche who are crushing it, and you can take inspiration from what they're doing. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. You want to do you want to take what's already working and, add your little spin to it, add your twist to it. But this is a quote from Picasso that says, good artists copy and great artists steal. I'm pretty sure you know this quote, but it's true. You don't have to copy, but you need to see what's working and make it your own. Now, I have a prompt for this as well. As I told you, I'm giving you all the prompts for free, and these are actually good prompts that actually give you good output. Most people don't know how to use ChatGPT. Most people just say, "Build me an offer," and that's not how it works. You got to be very specific with the prompts. You got to tell it everything that you need in detail. And as you can see, these prompts are very specific and in detail. So this is the prompt that I'm going to use to analyze competitors. So I'm building an irresistible offer for this creator. I want to analyze his or her competitors' offers to understand what they're doing well, where they're falling short, and how I can differentiate myself. Please research and break down the top 3 to 5 competitors offering something similar. For each one, include the core offer, target audience, positioning and unique mechanism, pricing and delivery model, strength, weaknesses, gaps, customer language. And then, based on this and my existing research, help me identify clear market gaps, opportunities to differentiate, strong angles for a new offer, messaging ideas that would resonate more deeply with my ICP. And I'm gonna copy this whole prompt. I'm gonna copy this whole prompt and then I go to ChatGPT, paste it. As you can see, guys, it is pretty easy. I'm giving you all the prompts, so basically you don't have to do anything. You just have to copy and paste, and that's it. And let's wait for it to do its research. Okay, so it's finding competitors, and it's giving us, Dominic, core offer, target audience, positioning, a unique mechanism, pricing, strength, weaknesses, customer language, W freelancing, and okay, hybrid low ticket, high ticket funnel approach. Okay, so it's giving us different options on pricing and everything. Market gaps. It's giving us what are the gaps in the market, opportunities to leverage, compelling angles for your offer, messaging that hits home, and yeah, basically this is gold. This is everything. Like, it used to take a long time, and obviously you can go more in depth and you can ask ChatGPT more questions. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna go in depth about everything. If I actually was working with a client and for this offer, I would spend a little bit more time doing more research and actually, going back and forth with ChatGPT, so it increases the quality of the output. But this is a very solid foundation. This is a very solid start, and you can use this to start building your offer and to start writing copy for the landing page. But you don't even have to do that, because I'm going to give you the prompt for the landing page and the BSL as well, so you don't have to do anything basically. So let's move on. Now it's time. Now that we got all the information we need, we got the pain points, desired outcomes, false limiting beliefs. We have competitors analysis. We've done everything we need as far as market research. Now it's time to create the offer. And as you can see, I've got another prompt for the offer, and you can steal this. You can use it for your, for your own research, for your own clients. And this is the prompt. Based on all the research we've done, including audience pain points, limiting beliefs, emotional triggers, desires, and competitors' analysis, help me create an irresistible offer for my target audience. My goal is to craft an offer that removes their biggest objections, feels like a clear, no-brainer solution to their current struggles, offers clear and tangible transformation, differentiates me from competitors who only sell low-touch courses. Please break it down into this format. Name of the offer, who's it for, the core promise, transformation, deliverables, unique mechanism, differentiator, bonuses, guarantees, risk reversal, pricing strategy, and justification, and suggested tagline or hook. So it's basically giving you everything you need to build an offer. And this is probably one of the best prompts you're going to find online, to be honest. I'm going to copy this prompt. Keep going here, ChatGPT, paste the prompt, and it's going to give us the entire offer. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars or maybe thousands of dollars on softwares companies when you can pay like $20 ChatGPT to do the same exact thing. Yes, it takes a little bit more time because you have to go on YouTube and copy the transcripts of, the YouTube videos, but that takes like 5 minutes. So I think it's worth it. So he's giving us the offer. Okay, name the offer: the Middleman Mastery Accelerator, a 30-day mentorship to launch, land clients, and scale your freelance middleman agency without experience or overwhelm. Was it for aspiring freelancer, creators, and agency starters who hate the idea of working a 9 to 5, feel stuck in analysis paralysis or low-income gig work, want to make money online but don't have experience, skills, or connections, or struggling to land clients on Upwork or don't know where to start? And the core promise: transformation, launch and land your first 1 to 3 clients as a freelance middleman using a simple system that requires zero experience, zero tech, and zero guesswork. So actually, this is actually good, guys. And if you've never made a dollar, even if you've never made a dollar online, deliverables, 30-day accelerator curriculum, live weekly coaching calls, the no skills middleman playbook, automated client finder system, access to private Discord community, swipe vault and templates, unique mechanism. So it's giving you everything, guys. Bonuses, guarantees, risk reversal, first client, or it's free guarantee. So it's already good as it is. But if you are working and you wanna with a client and you wanna make it a little bit better, you can tell ChatGPT, okay, I like I don't know, I like the deliverables, but I want this part to be a little bit different. I don't know, I want the I don't know the name of the offer. Give me 3 alternatives. You can ask ChatGPT whatever you want, but this is a solid foundation, and actually this is a pretty good offer to start. Okay, now that we got everything that we need, the offer, the ICP, the deliverables, the solution, bonuses, or whatever, we can actually build the landing page and script the VSL. And of course, I've got a prompt for that as well. By the way, I think this is one of the most valuable videos I've ever made. So please subscribe and leave a like. Wait for the algo. I mean, help this channel grow. But yeah, because these prompts are good. They're actually good and they actually work. So subscribe to the channel, please. All right, let's move on. This is the prompt that we're going to use for the landing page. So based on research into my target audience pain points, limiting beliefs, emotional triggers, and core desires, and based on my offer, please write a high converting landing page that communicates the value clearly, emotionally, and persuasively. Use proven copywriting frameworks, ADA, PAS, which is problem, agitate, solution, story solution, etc., and structure the page into the following sections: hero, pain, agitation, big promise, offer breakdown, why the offer is different, social proof and testimonials, bonuses, pricing and guarantee, frequently asked questions, section, final CTA, and the tone. Obviously, you can change the tone if you want to, but in this case, it's empathetic, confident, motivating, write like someone who deeply understands the reader's situation and has the exact roadmap to help them succeed. And if you want this prompt to work best, you want to add this last line, which says work one section at a time, and I'll tell you when we can move on to the next section. So you don't want ChatGPT to do the whole landing page at once. You want to start with the hero section, and then once it's good, you want to move on to the pain, agitation, and then move on to the next section, and you want to work section by section, because when you leave ChatGPT do everything at once, it's not going to be really good. But when you break it down into sections, it's actually going to be better, and it's going to give you a better output. So in this case, I'm not going to do it because for the sake of the video, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. But if you're doing a landing page for a client, you definitely want to spend more time on it, and you want to build a landing page section by section. So do the headline and then the rest of the landing page section by section. So in this case, I'm just going to copy this without, this last part. And I'm going to go here, ChatGPT, and I'm going to paste and send. Okay, let's go. Here's a high converting landing page. Hero section, tired of hustling for pennies while others make thousands online. Launch your own freelance middleman agency in 30 days, even if you have zero experience, skills, or clients. And then paid agitation, big promise, middleman mastery accelerator, offer breakdown, 30-day accelerator, weekly live coaching calls, the no skills middleman playbook, the client finder system, private Discord community proposal. Why is this offer different? Social proof, testimonials. Obviously, the social proof and testimonials part, you're gonna have to do it yourself. You're gonna have to do it yourself because ChatGPT doesn't have, the social proof and testimonials. You're gonna have to ask the creator you're working with for, social proof and testimonials, so you can add them to the landing page. And then we got bonuses, pricing, and well, now it's giving us this price, but obviously you can change it. And as I said, you want to do this section by section to make sure that it's actually good. But it's giving us a pretty solid foundation that we can use. And also you can use references and feed ChatGPT a successful landing page, and you can ask it to make something similar. So basically you can go to a competitor's landing page and you can feed it to ChatGPT and say, okay, make something similar based on my offer, but I want to use the structure of this landing page. So you can feed it to ChatGPT, and it's going to create you a landing page that's similar to the one of your competitor that's already successful, but it's going to make it a little bit different. Right off the bat, it's giving us a solid foundation that we can use to start building the landing page. And yeah, obviously I'm speed running this whole process. If I was to actually do it for a client, I would spend a little bit more time. But you have to think that if it wasn't for AI, it would have taken me days to do all this stuff, to do all the market research, to find, all the pain points, limiting beliefs. It would take me maybe couple days, or would have taken me maybe a couple days. It's pretty time consuming to do all this stuff. But now we got everything we need, and if you just spend a couple hours doing research with ChatGPT, you're gonna have a very good offer, a very good landing page, and a very good VSL. Now we got a outline for our landing page. I'm not gonna spend time working on it, but I'm gonna move on to the VSL. But as I said, if you are doing it, you have to do it section by section, and it's gonna give you a better result. But it's already pretty good. Now let's move on to the VSL, and I'm gonna give you the script that I use for the VSL, and I have the prompt for the VSL, and I have two versions of the prompt. One is a little bit more complex, and one is a little simpler. And for the video, I'm using the simpler version. But if you want the more complex prompt, a little bit more in detail, you can go to the free school community, and there's a PDF. If you go to the free school community and you go to the classroom section, there's gonna be a vault, and there's gonna be a PDF with all the prompts that I'm using in this video. So yeah, you can go there and get it for free. Now let's move on. I'm gonna use this prompt for the VSL, which is, as I said, the simple version. And that's the prompt. You are a skilled copywriter tasked with creating an emotionally compelling, high-converting video sales letter for a high-ticket coaching program. Write a complete script that feels like a natural conversation, as if the creator is talking directly to one person in their audience who is struggling. The script length, 8 to 10 minutes, approximately 1,200 to 1,500 words, and use this structure: hook, dig into the problem, introduce the solution, tell a story, explain key benefits, handle objections, present the offer, and deliver a direct CTA. Tone, conversational, clear, honest, and motivating. Avoid sounding like a sales robot. With this prompt, it's the same concept as the landing page. You want to do it section by section, because if you're gonna leave ChatGPT script the entire VSL all at once, it's not going to be as good, and it's going to be too short. So you want to do it section by section. So you want to tell ChatGPT to script the hook first, and once it's good, you move on to the next section and the next section, and you keep doing this, and you keep doing this until the end. Yeah, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just let it do at once. I'm just going to copy this, go to ChatGPT, paste it. Now it's scripting the VSL. Gonna script the hook and then dig into the problem, and it's gonna keep moving until the end, section by section. Okay, now it's giving us the old VSL, and okay, it's giving us the hook. Dig into the problem, introduce the solution. We're gonna tell a story, and it's basically pulling information from the scripts that we fed ChatGPT, and basically it's pulling information from the scripts and to tell the personal story of the creator, of Thomas. And then it's gonna explain the key benefits, handle objections, and present the offer, and deliver the CTA. Now, as I said, of course, now this sales letter, it's not perfect right now. It's probably too short, and you can add a lot more into it. But this is a basic foundation. This is basically an outline that you can use to build. And as I said, you want to do it section by section, because ChatGPT is going to be limited to like 1,000 or 2,000 words when you're doing it all at once. So it's not going to be as long as you want it to be. That's why you need to do it section by section. And also, when you're doing it section by section, you can tell ChatGPT, okay, you can add this part, you can change the tone, you can add this information, you can remove this. You can go back and forth with ChatGPT and explain exactly how you want it. But this is pretty good. You can see that it's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good start. It's doing everything that we want in a VSL, and it doesn't sound like and it sounds human. Like if you read it, it actually sounds human. Let's read the hook. Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever sat at your desk, staring at your phone or computer, wondering how the hell do people make money online? Because I used to feel the same way. I'd seen people on YouTube or Twitter saying that we're making 10K a month with some online business, while I was doing DoorDash runs, sweating in traffic, barely making rent. And I remember thinking, they must know something I don't. And if you watched Thomas' videos, you can you know that this is what he says in his videos. So he's actually doing a good job at extracting the information from the scripts and using it for the VSL to tell a personal story. Because I watched Thomas' videos, and I know he said this stuff, about not doing DoorDash and thinking they must know something I don't. He said this stuff in his videos, so this is actually very good. If you do it section by section, it's actually going to build a very good VSL that you can use for a landing page. So as I said, even if ChatGPT is doing 80% of the work for you, you still have to do 20% of the work. The output is not going to be perfect, even though from what I'm reading, this VSL is actually a pretty good start, but it's not perfect. You still have to make a few tweaks, a few changes, and you have to add some stuff. And that's why you need to do 20% of the work. But if it wasn't for AI and ChatGPT, it would have taken you days to do all this stuff, especially if you're a beginner and you have no experience. It would have taken you maybe weeks to do this with no experience. And now, even if you're a complete beginner, you can actually do this, and you can actually do a pretty good job. So it's a game changer. It's a huge time saver. I think this is the best business model to start in 2025 if you're a complete beginner. And I think I proved it with this video. You don't have to do anything. And I've given you all the prompts for free. Like I should I should charge you for these prompts, but I care about you and I'm giving it to you completely for free. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I showed you everything you need to know. So when you finally partner up with a creator, you know where to start and how to deliver a good service that will make you a ton of money. So you can go implement these tactics, use these prompts, don't be lazy, take action. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.